would you say to other CIOs or even, HR professionals, business leaders in the healthcare space around, talk about what's going on in the healthcare workforce technology space? What trends are you seeing? What evolution are you seeing in terms of the tech there?
Yeah, I think the whole workforce management aspect in healthcare has really kicked up, right? I think pre-COVID, much of the investments and the time and energy was spent, of course, on patient systems, your electronic medical records, new capabilities around that, population health, et cetera. Post-COVID, when you look at the investments and the cost of healthcare from a workforce standpoint, it's got a lot more limelight on it. And so my recommendation for any CIO is, first of all, really partner with your HR leaders on what is the workforce strategy and what are they trying to achieve. Workforce in healthcare is a significant cost. So start with the strategy first, and then look for and identify where do you have gaps in that strategy. It could be you're still on an old technology platform for your HCM solution. And therefore, that may be the primary focus for you to actually, fix that gap first. That may not be the problem. You may need it maybe in recruiting, or it could be in performance management. It could be in skills management. So I think like anything when it comes to technology, you start with what's the foundation, and do you have the foundation correct? In most instances, HCM is a system of record. And so, of course, we want that to be solid. Then we want to think about where's the, sort of opportunity for process improvement, productivity improvement, and then where do you think about digital? And so I think one of the big focuses coming forward these days is also creating that digital experience for the employee that you would typically find in B2C, where you're trying to find, okay, how do I think about that digital experience for the patient? That same level of, capabilities are now expected by our employees, right? We're all attached to our mobile devices. So how do I do the things that are important to me in my day-to-day with my organization digitally? And so I think put together a very good strategy around getting the core correct, then finding out what are the systems that you can do to improve process, that maybe where a VMS might come in, and then of course how do I add that digital aspect to it? I think that there's lots of tools and there's so many vendors in this space that you have to decide what's important to you as an organization. Is it a one-size-fits-all approach where maybe I can make that investment with, a Workday or an Oracle, et cetera, where I can maybe not get best of breed on everything, but I have one platform that's all fully integrated, and that makes it easier to implement and support, and I can take a sort of phased approach. So maybe my first phase is HCM, then second phase is applicant tracking, third phase is digital experience, and you can go through those phases at whatever speed you can afford and handle from a change perspective. And in other cases, you might say, well, actually, no, we've done that, and maybe you're not getting the right results, and therefore I'm going to look for a solid HCM solution, but then look for other areas where I can, sort of maybe get better innovation and capabilities. Again, still looking for, well, what more can that other piece of technology do, so it's not just doing one thing. I think most CIOs are looking at, whenever they're looking at technology, they want those systems that they're going to acquire to do more than one thing. Otherwise, they're just potentially adding additional technical debt, additional support challenges as they continue to sort of evolve and those years go past. 4 years from now, 5 years from now, someone's going to look back and say, why did we have 6 of these?